right, welcome everyone to the Hey Friend podcast. As you can see, we have our little drinky drinks today.
Welcome back.
Sipping and talking.
Yes, and with some spicy drinks, we have a spicy episode today. And today's topic is Reddit stories. Drum roll, please.
So I just was introduced to Reddit. So let me just say, I went down a rabbit hole. It's like, I don't even know which freaking story to pick to tell, but there's plenty out there.
It's funny, Kayla, you don't use Reddit as much as like I do, or I know Jacey gets on every once in a while. It is such an interesting place to be. There's so many subreddits and different conversations, and everything you need is in one place. So I think it's better than Twitter, and it's everything goes.
You know, I have heard that like loyal Reddit people swear by Reddit. I'm not a loyal Reddit person. Like I'll pop in, see some interesting things, but people who are diehards, swear
And
by
it's big because you get like the more you post and interact, you get your karma points up, and it moves your status. So it's like a social status thing within Reddit.
Oh Lord,
I did not know that.
Like,
yes, it's the
right?
whole thing.
There's not even like you can put whatever you want out there. So when I started looking up companies. There's a lot of feedback that you wouldn't even find on like Glassdoor or LinkedIn. Yeah, it's pretty much unfiltered.
It is good. And it's it's everything you need.
I did not know you could do that for companies and job searches too.
Yes, ma'am.
Interesting.
Interesting point where as y'all read these stories and go look at it, look at the person who posted it, and you can also see their karma points and how much they're interacting. So it almost to me can be a telltale if it's like a made up story almost, or if it's like a person who's like always known from posting these like outlandish stories because it's like, is this real? But if they have like one karma point at their first post, that is something they had to get off their chest, and it's good.
Okay, so what are karma points?
So karma points are essentially little points you get as you post and comment and interact. So let's say if I post a post and I get like a lot of ups on my post, it can help my karma points go up. If I'm like actively posting and kind of interacting, it kind of grows your karma points. It's basically an engagement reference of how much you've engaged and how great your content has been. A lot of people have thousands of karma points, maybe millions. I don't know. They can get top tier users, active that 1%, right? But yes, these are people with dark secrets, just anonymously. You have no idea who they are, where they live, what accent they have.
My question is if there are probably people who have like, if you have one karma point, like maybe they just had to go onto Reddit and like spill this deep dark secret. Like, hey, I've never been on Reddit, but I just have to share this.
Yep. So that's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all reading stories, try to get someone who's like new at Reddit, very like inexperienced, because that's their first share. And this is going to be the most raw and probably truthful. Everything else I feel like gets embellished. The more that you see people post, the more active they are. I just kind of feel like they're like short story writers at this point, trying to get attention to their page. Yeah,
a few I ran across, I thought, there's no way this story is real. But there were comments. Once you get down the thread, you see that people actually take time out their day to confirm the stories if they've known about it. And there were some people from like small towns that were like, I remember this story. This is true. Like, that's embarrassing.
It is.
I mean, let's be honest. We have some stories that if we told people, they wouldn't believe us.
Speaking of, have either one of you ever, now that we've talked about this and been on here, posted to Reddit or asked a question on Reddit?
No, I have never posted to Reddit. Hand on the Bible. Barely even search. I don't really use Reddit, but maybe I should now.
I was going to say, this sounds like a modern day journal, so I might get everything off my chest.
This is really interesting because I cannot confirm or deny that I have not posted to Reddit before or would have posted into Reddit. But
maybe let me find that story.
I am going, listen, I was going to tell you all, it could be very funny if you get one of my stories and you get to share one of my stories. I'm going to sit here and act real dumb.
Telvin, if I picked a Reddit story out of the thousands and millions of Reddit stories and I clicked yours, like, you better own it and just tell me, be like, bitch, this is mine.
It depends on which one you found. No, all jokes aside, I have definitely posted that before because I've asked about some stuff at festivals and other things. It's a really good tool to kind of create a good network around. There's no fluff or thrills, so it's pretty exciting to use it sometimes.
That's good.
Telvin's on Reddit, y'all.
I'm not giving any inkling what my name is. It's really hard to find my profile. I don't even think my friends who are on Reddit know my profile name.
Telvin and I have this pact that we made with each other that if something were to ever happen to him before me, that I will be the one to get his phone and discard all the evidence. So
Yeah.
God forbid if that day happens, I might have to pop in and just check your Reddit. Like, look, Telvin, I'm sorry, but I just gotta see what the hell you've been posting.
First, I didn't know about this pact, so good to know. And I need to be like, Jacey, what was he up to?
Well, the pact it's been in place for a long time at this point, but it's just easy for Jason to swoop into the radar, hit that nightstand, grab that phone, and keep going. And I mean, you are in my phone as my little contact, so they know. Apple knows, let you in.
Well, if I'm around you, baby, I'm gonna do that whole face recognition. Tell them before you go. Let me get you to open this.
Telvin's gonna be in the casket. Telvin will be in the casket. Look, Kayla gonna come up and say, "Okay, Telvin, I'm sorry."
No, when he's laying there, I'm gonna pull his little eyelid down and be like, "Come on, let me get this facial recognition real quick."
But what do you want to see? I mean, there's nothing in there that's that good of content.
Baby, yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
I mean,
Kayla,
honestly, if my phone got unlocked, you might be able to sell a lot of things that are in there, and it's not. Never mind. Whoa.
I'm telling y'all, that's what I'm doing. So if I'm around, I'm gonna cry, and then it's gonna hit me, and I'm gonna be like, oh, give me that phone. Let me pull this little eyelid down, face recognition.
and Kayla, that's why this pact is between Telvin and I, because you went out the window the day in college you stole his computer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You about to say you lost all trusting elements of our relationship in that moment. I had to work back to a good place.
Oh my God.
For everyone wondering what we're referencing, there was a situation in college where Telvin was very private about a lot of things, and so his computer did not leave his hip. It was like a freaking cell phone case that you clip on the side. Like, his computer never left him. So one day, I snatched that computer and ran.
Literally. Literally, you were running down my house in the hallway with the computer.
Oh, so that was situation number 2, because we had one at the
It
Grove.
happened a couple times. Yeah, I feel like between you getting you got it a couple times.
It was me and
to get it a couple times. Yep.
Yes, we were running through the Grove like some bad little children running through college with his computer. Oh God, it was so funny. But
it was not even to see in there. I just don't believe people should be in your business.
Like we said, Telvin's got documentation of everything. So
I mean, I've never deleted my text messages since 2011. So
that is so crazy to me.
They just keep getting added back from the cloud, and I just don't delete them. So then they just reappear. But it's kind of nice on search things. I can kind of fact check pretty quickly.
Right.
You sure enough can let someone lie to you.
You remember when this happened in this photo? Let me go back to our Texas date and time. This is what happened. This is how we got here. And this is why we look like this in this picture. I got the information. Call me.
So Telvin, how long has it been since you've deleted text messages?
Since 2000. I think my latest text is either February of 2012, I think, to be exact. I say 11. I think it's 12.
Lord.
That is over a decade
of text messages fully backed up. That's why I have the biggest iPhone storage.
Look, don't cross Telvin. Don't go slipping around Telvin, because he got them receipts for you, boy.
I will say a lot of them I have purged to a certain degree, though, because I have deleted ones that are just numbers I don't even know about anymore. Who are you? But if you're my name, if you're saved in my phone, receipts.
All right, well, let's jump into today's topic, Reddit stories. Kayla, you want to start us off?
I will kick us off. Just FYI, this little virus thing came back, so you're going to have to bear with me. But, all right, so with holidays, mine is geared around a holiday. Even though we just got through one, the next up, this one's about Easter, so I'm going to kick us off. Many Easters ago, when my brother was almost 5, he shot our priest. See, my baby brother loved to play cowboy. It was his favorite thing. He'd thrown fits as if he couldn't bring one of his toy guns with him everywhere, and eventually my mom gave up and let him. However, she always made him take a gun that was a solid chunk of plastic, not the cap guns. Well,
I'm sorry. I just have thoughts already.
It
I was
gets
trying not to
spicy.
bust out laughing. Okay, let's go.
The
Okay.
first line alone, I was like, what? Shot the priest? What? Okay.
So, okay, this kid has a thing for guns,
Yes.
and the mom is just clearly rolling with it.
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
got it.
All right. So, mom was singing in the choir that year, and dad was a minister. She left it up to my aunt to get us around. So, my aunt didn't know much about my brother's guns. So, he was allowed to bring them, but she did not know which one he was allowed to bring. So, one day, he was being fussy, and she grabbed one and threw it in the car. So, we're sitting there in the front pew, the whole family, and my brother's on the end of the, what's it called?
Pew?
It just says, yeah, the pew, the end of the pew. So the priest is walking around with a bucket of holy water, which he's sprinkling us with, and my brother is fiddling with his gun. When the priest approaches the pew, he points it at him and pulls the trigger. Only it wasn't the piece of plastic she thought, it was the loaded cap gun.
Hold on. This is a real gun?
Yes, it's a cap gun. Like,
a cap gun.
It has to be bullets. Like, they're not going to kill you, but they're bullets. They're not plastic.
Can we just say this priest probably thought that it was like the devil reincarnated sitting in that pew as he's going to sprinkle holy water and he gets shot?
Pow, pow, in the church.
Oh, God. Okay, so church is silent. Church is silent, and then bang, the priest drops. The bucket of holy water drops on the floor, which, again, makes another bang. He clutches his heart and staggers backwards while everyone starts to freak out, thinking that he's just been shot. My brother starts screaming, crying. My dad just looks like he wants to die. My sister and I both sit silent for a bit. Then we realize what happened and start laughing our asses off because we can see that it was his cap gun that she accidentally brought in church. Church is all in a panic. The cops come. It was a mess. So at the end of the day, my brother's cowboy phase was over.
Wow.
Oh my God.
First of all, I know that priest was like, oh my God, I gotta repent. Like, what did I do?
Get this little Satanist against me.
Right. Oh, but could you imagine like being involved in the choir, being a minister, and your child is the one who turns around and shoots the cap gun at the priest?
Okay, this may be dumb, but I feel like I need to know exactly what a cap gun is.
They're
Is this
like
a
little
real
BB,
firearm?
It's like little BB gun things used to buy. It's not like real BB gun. It's like the little, yeah.
Okay, so it's like a BB gun.
It's like the ones you used to buy in like the gas station, the grocery store. That little caps in it. And they so.
Yes.
And, wait, and so the priest grabs his chest. Does he think he's like shot?
Yes, as if he's dying. Literally got shot. So this poor kid was probably like freaking out by this gun, thinking he shot the priest.
I mean, I would too. I mean, but also teach you what to buy your kids and let them have.
Can we just pay homage to the fact that it was Easter? That just makes it even better.
I feel like if I was that kid, I just don't know how I would ever recover from that. I mean, I feel like that would be in like my nightmares like the rest of my life. Like I shot a priest.
I just got sad for that kid because my mom would have removed me out of church for the day. So the best part of Easter after church picnic, they have the best deviled eggs. Them deviled eggs. And if I miss out on my deviled eggs, I'm gonna be really upset with the little pastor and his little fake heart attack.
Oh no, you getting whooped all the way home. Period.
Can we also point out it was his aunt got the gun? If I was the sister, I'd be like, why are you just casually throwing a gun into your little church bag? Like, why is that even a thought? Like, oh, fuck it, I'll just grab one of these random guns.
We didn't miss that whole part of it. That is really crazy.
What I can say is, as a parent, I can definitely understand when they're like, just get back in the car. Here, here's your toy. Throw that thing in there. And she probably just didn't realize it was the one, the cat. It wasn't real.
Oh my God. Look, I've got shot. Yeah. My brother shot me with a BB gun before, and for a minute I thought, this is it. This is it.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Oh, that's
I thought
great.
that was funny. Knowing I pray I do not have to deal with anything like that with my kids going forward, but having multiple boys, who knows what's gonna happen.
Oh my god, that is hilarious. Wonder what that kid does for a living now. Maybe he joined the military or something.
Maybe he's a sniper. Who knows?
Or maybe he's in prison for murder.
Who knows? Maybe he owns a gun range, and he's profiting off of other people now.
True.
Might as well.
All right, we ready for my story?
Let's
Get
hear ya.
it.
All right, here it goes. My friend was sleeping over at my house. My parents and brother were all sleeping upstairs while we were downstairs watching TV, playing video games and shit. Around 1 a.m., he asks if this girl can come over. Parentheses, he really wants to get with this girl, so I don't want to turn him down, and I reluctantly agree on the condition that she's quiet. Okay?
Okay, I got a lot of questions. Go ahead.
Yeah. Did we get ages? Did we get any ages?
Don't have the ages. Clearly,
Okay.
they still live with their parents, and they clearly think something's going to go down. Okay. The three of us are hanging out, and I make some excuse to leave the room so my friend can have some alone time with this girl. I'm upstairs in my room when I start hearing loud moans.
Upstairs. Okay.
And then the basement.
So they're doing the deed in the basement. This is bad news for me, but great news for my friend. He's losing his virginity to a girl he really likes. Okay, he didn't tell us that before. I hear stirring in the next room, and I know that the loud lovemaking has woken my parents. Oh my god. The last thing I want is for my confused father to walk in on my friend fucking this girl in my basement. So what do? I go to Pornhub, click the first video I see, crank that shit to 100 on my speakers. And let it play for the, in quotations, 3 whole minutes that my buddy ended up lasting.
Stop.
My dad ended up coming into my room, discovering the source of the noise. In parentheses, I even threw in some fapping motion under the covers.
That's a real friend right there. That's a true
When I
teammate.
tell you, that is legit. Yeah, you need this person on your team.
Forever.
I even threw in some fapping motion under the covers and awkwardly leaving. My buddy ended up having, quote, the best fucking time ever, bro. But there were some awkward glances exchanged between my parents and I the next morning. That is a real one.
My house, my parents, my freedom.
Gone.
Let me tell you.
And I got nothing out the deal. I got nothing out the deal.
Y'all, I do a lot for y'all, but I ain't doing that. I'm gonna set myself up because Willie and Sherry would have drugged me out that front door.
There's no shot. It's like, I love y'all. I will go to the end of the world. I'm not making, quote, fapping motions under the covers.
I'm not doing all that. And also, virgin or no virgin, you know how to be quiet. Use the pillow. I don't know. Get creative.
He was a virgin. This is his first time.
I mean, even as a virgin, you're not like yelling out in the house. I mean, I don't know.
Well, you don't know that. I mean, if you're a virgin, how would you know? You have no clue.
I mean, we were all virgins at one point in time.
So I think I have a few things I want to dissect here. First, they clearly are like in high school, right? I mean, they live, or I'm guessing young. They're clearly having a sleepover with a friend. My first thought is, why is this girl coming over at 1 a.m.?
Why did the friends whose house it is think he was also going to be involved? Because I feel like that's what I got too.
Okay, maybe the guy stayed at this dude's house because maybe his parents are like a little less strict and thought he could get away with something.
Yep.
Like maybe this was like a deeper conspired plan for him to lose his virginity.
Oh, for sure. There was a house I stayed at that I knew was not my parents, so I could go there if I wanted to do what I wanted to do. But yeah, that's definitely what it was. All I can say is that one's a real one because there's no way
I'm just stuck in the
taking the fall for
details.
that.
Yeah, I'm just talking with details that he was like, I'm happy for my bro, even though I'm sad for myself. It's like he really thought he was about to be like involved. That's what I'm stuck on. And that's why I
Yeah.
think he agreed for his friend to come to his home, lose his virginity, because he thought maybe I might be able to piggyback off of the situation, you know?
Yeah.
And
This
then
is
that didn't happen, so he's upstairs a little sad about it. Probably was fapping, whatever word he used, because he was probably getting off of what was going on downstairs. And then actually got caught by his daddy because his daddy was coming and caught him, listening to that, in the situation. And that's how the Pornhub got put on. I think
feel
there's
like
more to the story.
I feel like yeah, we're investigating this, and the more you say it, I'm like, either like you said, Kayla, at the beginning, he is just a straight up real one, like a ride or die friend, or maybe this is a cover up for him actually beating his meat while his friend was losing his virginity.
That's exactly what I think happened. That's what I think.
Right.
And the daddy was coming too quick, and he couldn't let his dad know he was jacking off to his friend downstairs. So Pornhub had to be pulled in.
First of all, the fact that he pulled up Pornhub so quick, that's a flag right there.
That's a quick bookmark. It is a quick bookmark. You know the little, the
Clearly.
gestures.
Clearly.
Oh my god. Well, if it is real, yeah, you're a real one. Like
He's still a real
Mhm.
one because he had to wash his
Oh.
sheets the next day, not his friend.
Oh yeah. And if I was the parent, you gotta wash downstairs too. Come on. Go downstairs, clean up what your friends did.
And your parents are definitely like, facts. Something happened.
Yeah.
They
when
know.
you wake up, you ain't getting breakfast. Go home. Call your mama. You gotta
Yeah.
go home.
You already had dinner and dessert. Go on now.
Late night.
Oh my
dessert.
god.
Like a little nightcap. Yeah. All right, y'all. So my story for you today is a really good one. It's made me chuckle a few times reading through it. So I hope y'all are braced in for this one because this is a rough one. So title is, Am I wrong for telling someone they have a dirty booty hole?
I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, keep going.
So the Reddit user says, we went on a Tinder date. We were at a dinner and went back to his place after we started to fool around, and I noticed a smell. He had to get to the bathroom, so I investigated. There was poop on the sheets, and I proceeded to play drunk and got an Uber home. We tried again the next day, and the same thing happened. Am I an asshole for following up with a text message? Because I tried to call, but they did not answer my phone calls. So they also attached the text message. Hey, so I've been thinking a lot about us. I think you're so great, and you're someone I would enjoy talking to and seeing. However, at the moment, I do not see us being more than where we are. They asked, why is that? So I wanted to stop there for a second.
Yeah,
If
let's stop.
somebody's trying to be nice to you and let you down softly, why would you ever ask, why is that?
Okay, I think we need to back up. I think we need to
Yes.
back up.
Oh, did I
and
just
go
jump
back-
in too quickly for y'all?
and go back to the
First
beginning.
of all,
Okay.
the fact that this person investigated, quote unquote, what does that mean? What do you just strip the sheets back? You smell the underwear? I'm confused. Like, what does that mean?
I think if they're saying that like they obviously smelt something, I think the first thing you would do is check yourself and kind of look around your surroundings, right?
Well, I mean, that's what I was gonna say. If you smell a very distinct smell, and from what the story goes, it sounds like it's pretty distinct. I mean, you're just gonna start like checking all the boxes. Then where is the smell? I mean, I think you have to investigate it, especially if you're hooking up with a person. You know?
I mean, I guess depending on what was going on, but personally, me, if I smell number two, I ain't checking myself because I know it's not me. So I don't know. For me personally, if I'm investigating, like, well, I would love to know what that meant. Like,
and
what
also
did you
what
do?
we didn't discuss either. What about them exiting strategically, like, ooh, I'm drunk now, all of a sudden, and snatching an Uber out of there?
Well, I've never had to do that personally, but I know a lot of people who apparently that's easy to do. So,
But now I wonder too, though, did they like wipe the sheet because they want or take the sheet with them because they're trying to cover up the poop because they think it's them, or do they
Right.
know it's the other person and they left it, but this person doesn't know it's them, and now they think you shit?
No. But the guy went into the bathroom, right?
Oh,
and
yep,
then
true.
and then the other
Yeah.
person left the scene.
If I saw that on the sheet, I'm most definitely like probably pulling that sheet like, it ain't me, but I'm gonna snatch that sheet and stuff it in my purse and get out.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting about this is if I were the person that left the streak, right? I'm not gonna run and go hide in the bathroom. I would try to cover it up. Why would I leave it out in
out
the
of bed
open?
with the sheet, like trying to cover myself. Oh, I'm modest. Don't let me see the lights on, and scurry
Right.
the little dirty
Something.
sheet to the bathroom.
Right.
And then I would have said, I got
Something.
to shower because like we're coming in from the bar before we like start something.
Right. I go to the bathroom and what, the other person is just there with all the evidence? I think what we said earlier, you know, like we're adults. You are genuinely letting somebody know this information with the hopes that it would help them in the future. Why you gotta do me like that? Why you gotta block me? Like, it ain't like I don't know what happened. Blocked or not, I still know you got a dirty booty hole.
Boom. Boom. That's it. And you know what I think is important too? I think it also tells us like it's not that hard to wipe your ass. It really isn't. And I do feel bad for this user here because they probably try to get there and say the doubt to this person and they still got shit on. I'm confused.
Yeah, that would send me be like, all right, yeah, I got to delete your number. You just got it. I can't mess with you anymore. I'm sorry.
I feel like it's important to note that the person who submitted this Reddit, they did go back for a second date. That like, I feel like they were being really genuine. Like they must have liked this person enough to be like, okay, you know what? This is weird. Because I would think, especially on a date, a dirty booty hole is like, that would be like, what? A
Non-negotiable.
non-negotiable. And like, are you not showering and like doing the whole getting yourself ready for the date? If you thought you were going to be sexually active, which clearly that was a part of the plan.
But even after work, you would still like, or maybe whatever the situation may have been, because I'm thinking like it's a night date, right? You would still like hoe bathe yourself, or at least try to like run home during lunch and kind of freshen up. You don't go straight from 8-hour day into another 6-hour hangout.
I mean, I just feel like that at the end of the day, they clearly went to dinner and had some drinks. So maybe they just weren't in their right mind. Maybe they tried a few things and it just, you know.
Fair enough, Kayla, for the first date. But I have to reiterate that this was back-to-back dates.
Yeah.
And a dirty booty hole, not one of the two, but 2 out of the 2 nights. At this point, it's like, I feel like I give you the benefit of the doubt for the first date, but the second, there's no excuse. You don't wipe your ass.
No. Sorry.
I wish we could talk to this user and confirm something, because now I have a question. Was it a skid mark or was it actual poop?
Oh.
There's no way it's
we don't know. We don't know. Because
again,
to me, if it's just a dirty booty hole, it would be a skid mark, right? But if it's actually like a presence of poop, to me, then it's just you pooped yourself while you're in the bed with me, right?
I mean, but they might have got a little frisky. After a few drinks, some people do. They might have tried some things. Who knows? But it's the point. If he smelt something, and then it's on the sheet, and then it's the second time.
Okay, booty gut.
It has to be a skid mark. If it was my room and I had shit on the bed, right, and then I walk out and the person is gone, I would be like, okay, I shit on the bed. I understand why this person is no longer here. I feel like it had to have been a skid mark because it doesn't seem like the person who made the skid mark was aware. Well, even from the second date, though.
I think if you get up to go to the bathroom, that's when you know something's up.
Hold on. It could be just like underwear. Have y'all ever hooked up with somebody or you see their underwear on the ground, you're like, all right, why you got skid marks? Why are there skid marks in your underwear? Come on now. Just the fact that I'm just saying, like, to see somebody have a skid, period, that's a question. And then, like Jay said, to have back-to-back, like, he went back-to-back with skid marks. No, sir.
It's a no for me.
Hey, honestly, also, I feel like my next question would be, like, was your mouth down there when you smelt it or saw it? Or was it just, like, you're just fooling around, you can smell it, like, do you now have a permanent smell on your lip because your lip got involved in it? Like, I got questions.
Telvin. I can't think of scenarios. I'm gonna vomit. I can't.
No, I'm gonna be sick.
Ooh, okay.
I hope that the guy that left the skid marks, you know, maybe learn something from it. Like, even if if you got to do what you have to do and block the friend and just cold turkey it out of your life, okay. But I really hope, you know, if this person is listening to this podcast, I hope your personal hygiene has increased since.
We promote personal hygiene. Great personal hygiene.
A bidet. I love when I go to people's homes and see they have bidets in their home because I'm very proud of their hygiene. I don't use that toilet that has a bidet on it because I don't want your shit splatter on my booty. But I just like to know you have it.
That's not how a bidet works.
I know. I have one and I love my own, but I know how sometimes rough it gets on there that I just don't want to use other people's.
Okay, I've never used one, but I thought the bidet, like, it's just like water. Like, it does.
It is. It just washes and clean. But I'm saying
it doesn't recycle the water.
No, but you know, like the way it's built, like the seat of it, and like the way the little squirter pops up, like, you know, you have a very bad bowel movement day. It becomes an already destroyed toilet, as you all have experienced before in our lives. Just imagine that with an extra piece of machinery on your toilet. Stuff gets on there too.
What? Okay, well, I guess I'm not using the bidet.
Hold on, Telvin, do you
use everybody's bidet? That's all I'm saying.
Telvin, like, is this real? Like, you really believe this?
I really believe that I don't go to people's homes and use their bidets. Well, also, I don't poop in public, so I'm not going to use their home to poop anyway. But if I had to poop in public at someone's home, I would not use their bathroom with the bidet. And I've been proving, because a lot of my friends have bidets, like me, and they're like, you can use the bathroom. I'm like, I'm not using that one. I will go to this one.
This has not been proven. I'm calling bullshit. I am calling bullshit on this. The most sanitary way to clean your asshole is a bidet.
I just do not think y'all understand the fact that I will not bang with someone else's bidet because I know how crappy my situation has gone on my own person.
I don't agree with that.
I'll just say I'm not sold by the way you just described bidet. So however you say it, I'm good. You know.
Well, at the end of the day, I hope all three of us, you know, like, don't have dirty booty holes. So either way, it doesn't really matter.
I think the only thing to wrap this up, but I think as reading the message and bringing this to the podcast, because I thought it was by far the funniest thing I read today. I think, like you were saying, what you would tell the person out there, I would tell the other person who wrote the wrote the thread. You obviously are not into scat play, so please go find you someone who is healthy and hygienic enough to keep you out of that radar, that realm of things. And then for the one who is into scat play, I would say, or just not hygienic at all, you just need to take care of yourself better and find someone who wants to do that with you. So that's all I got for my advice. So advice calling Telvin is out to play now. Don't date people with fetishes if you ain't got one.
Okay, but a fetish and a skid mark is not the same thing.
But that's people who are into scat play, I would say. It's like they're going to poop in the bedroom so you can roll around in it.
What is it called? Scat play?
Scat, like S-C-A-T, I think. It's
Never
like,
heard of it.
So scat play is like the people who are into fecal matter.
Oh, ew.
What?
All right, I'm judging now at this point. I don't judge, but I'm judging. Oh, okay. I'm judging.
Judged.
So,
that's pink eye. Asking for it.
So scat play, C-A-T, is another term for feces, and scat sex or scat play refers to using scat in sexual activity.
That's not the same thing, though.
This is just like a skid mark because you have a dirty butthole. That's it.
All right, y'all. So as we wrap up off the Reddit thread conversations and moving past dirty booty holes and bang bang shoot 'em up guns and oh man, Jacey, your Pornhub people.
Yeah,
my Pornhub people. Yeah, sure.
Your Pornhub people. You know, everyone has their people.
Her payroll.
Yeah. I don't. Booty. Wipe it. It's your mama. Never taught you about soup.
Your mama never told you. It's a dirty booty.
Yeah. All right, let's get this done.
Dirty booty.
Yeah. So last episode we discussed our ins and outs, things that we were going to work on throughout the year. I think it'd be cool to go a little quick update. So anybody have anything to share for their update on their year?
I can share. I lost 10 pounds, which I don't get on the scale, but I don't like to look at the scale at all. I think for me personally, I like to just look at pictures, see how I feel. Do I like the way I look? Do I not? What do I need to focus on? But I did lose 10 pounds, which is exciting because you don't always see that day to day. Thanks.
Dude,
so between stomach going down and that, shout out to Sarah, who is my trainer. Her Instagram is I am Sarah Olivia _. So she is phenomenal. But yeah, the women that are in the group are phenomenal. Like, I just enjoy going to work out with her. So pretty excited.
Kayla.
I love that for you. I'm so excited.
That's awesome. Hell yeah, dude.
That's been over 2 months, but I just think that's like consistency of working out, honestly.
I'll cheers you to that.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Come on, cheers.
Hell yeah.
All right, Jacey, got anything for us?
No major updates, but staying consistent, which is a cool update. I'm on day 11 of Pilates. No major updates overall. I'd just say that I'm actually staying consistent this time, and it proves, I think what I said from the beginning is to not like jump in so hard with so many different goals that I like can't sustain.
Good job. Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. What about you, Telv?
Well, mine's a little bit different. We're back where we start 2023 with a good old layoff and not working. So it's funny because we talked about this in the last episode. How, you know, such a 9-to-5 worker and pour everything into between work and separating my life and, you know, doing things that make us happy. So maybe another realization that companies don't love us is a reason why we should know that we shouldn't always love them. So it's just my next step is just reevaluating what it looks like for the year.
Yeah, it's hard, right? Like, I think companies last year, year before this year, and I hate it happened, but I'm glad that you're in a good mindset about it, you know? Hopefully you can spend these next 2 months and really focus on, like, what do you want to do?
Yeah, honestly, the joke is now I spent the last 2 years of my birthday off, so let's just keep staying off. Well, not indefinitely.
What you got planned for your birthday, Char?
Oh man, let's get to that next month when February hits and I can really process it. Let's get the New Year jitters out the way. Let's get the layoff. Let's what the heck we doing the rest of the next few months out the way, and then we can worry about birthday plans.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Unless you catch me on top of the island, then we'll see.
Well, Telv, I'm sorry that happened to you, and we know that's hard, but I echo what Kayla said. I'm glad you're in a good spirit about things. And, you know, maybe, take this time to reflect. I know we've had some conversations off the podcast that maybe some travels and self-exploration in your future. So I want that for you.
I mean, I love the idea that I get to be free a couple months every year. That's really what it's became. So let's just this becomes my annual thing. All jokes aside, I do not want that to happen. I want to have a job.
We definitely don't want that to happen.
Yeah. Yes.
Telvin, he did say that he was coming to a fitness class with me Wednesdays, so.
Shit, I agreed to that. I thought I texted him and said I might go.
No, he did. So I said, if you don't sign up, I will sign you up. So I know your email.
Is it the one at the brewery?
No.
Damn.
It's the one at Mercedes-Benz or State Farm, I can't remember, but it's just a workout class. Like, it's chill, bunch of people. So.
I need to get some, blood flowing. I'm down.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, we will keep you posted on our continued updates for 2024. Thank you for listening to this episode. If you have any juicy stories that you would want to share with us, please do so at heyfriendpodcast@gmail.com. And as always, if you haven't followed us on Instagram, TikTok, or subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do that. Give us some love, give us some reviews, and we will see you guys next week. Any last words?
No. Thank y'all for joining. I can't wait for more stories.
Yeah, I would like to say stay clean, friends. That's all I can say.
We'll leave you with our last piece of advice, which is have a clean booty hole. Bye, friend.
Keep it clean.
Bye, friend.
Bye, friend.